In this lecture, I can choose the course is Introduction to Machine Learning, and I can choose week 8 from that course. So these are the concepts I covered. One thing is k-means clustering, and second is hierarchical clustering. First question is, which of the following is required by k-means clustering? So the options are define distinct metric number of clusters, initial guess as a cluster centroids, all of the mentioned. So generally the k-means clustering is a partition clustering algorithm. Mainly it's depend upon. Okay. So the k-means clustering is works based upon the centroids. We have to calculate in the centroid to given points based upon different distance metrics. Okay, that's why first we require distance metrics, and also to form a different clusters we require the value of k, that is called number of clusters, and initial guess as a cluster centroid. It means we can initially assume what are the different types of clusters we have to use before finding the final clusters. That's why the answer to this question is all of the above. And the second question is, assume you want to cluster 7 observations into 3 clusters using k-means clustering algorithm. After first iteration, clusters are C1, C2, C3 as following observations. So what will be the cluster centroids if you want to proceed for second iteration? So here C1, C2, C3 are 3 different clusters. A cluster C1 with the points 2, 2, 4, 4 and 6, 6. That means the centroid you have to calculate to the particular cluster is the mean of each and every point, that is 2 plus 4 plus 6 by 2. 2 plus 4 plus 6 by the number of points are 3, that's why 6 plus 6 12 by 3, that is called as 4. And second is 2 plus 4 plus 6, that is 12 by 3, that is 4. That is the centroid for C1 is 4, 4. And 0 plus 4 by 2, that is 2, and 4 plus 0 by 2, that is 2. The centroid of the cluster is 2, 2. And coming back to cluster 3, points are 5, 5 and 9, 9. 5 plus 9 by 4, that is 7. 5 plus 9 by 4, that is 7. So the option is 4, 4, 2, 2, 7, 7. That is answer A. So we are finding the centroid for each data points like this. Okay. Coming back to third question. You want to cluster 7 observations into 3 clusters using k-means clustering algorithm. After first iteration, clusters C1, C2, C3 has following observations. What will be the Manhattan distance for observations 9, 9 from cluster centroid C1 in second iteration? So the k-means algorithm mainly works based upon the distance metrics. We have different distance metrics, those are called as equivalent distance, Manhattan distance. Okay, we have likewise a different distance metrics. So the Manhattan distance works based upon the if x1, y1 and x2, y2 are 2 points. Okay, x1, comma y1 is 1 point. So x1, y1 and x2, y2 are 2 points at this zone. So x1, comma y1 is 1 point. Okay, and x2, comma y2 is another point. So the Manhattan distance is works. Okay, so as x1 minus x2. x1 minus x2 plus y1 minus y2. y1 minus y2. Okay. x1 minus x2, y1 minus y2. Okay. So this is the formula here we are using to calculate the Manhattan distance. Okay. So now already one observation given is 9, 9. Okay. So now from cluster C1, first we have to calculating the centroid for C1. So how to calculate center for C1? 2 plus 4 plus 6 by 3, that is 12 by 3, that is equal to 4, and 2 plus 4 plus 6 by 3, that is equal to 4, 4 comma 4. So one point is 4 comma 4. So another point is also a 4.4. So one point is 4 comma 4. So another observation, given observation is 9 comma 9. So now we have to calculate 4 minus 5 plus 4 minus 5. So 4 minus 9 plus 4 minus 9, that is called as 5 plus 5. So the option is 9. Okay. So likewise you have to find the solution. Next, in the figure below, if you draw the horizontal line on the y-axis for y equal to, what will be the number of clusters found? So this is the line given, that is y equals 2. So at y equals to 2, it intersects the two clusters. This is the one cluster, this is the another cluster. That's it can form say two clusters. For example, if you are draw a line at for example at this point. Okay, so here if you draw the line, okay, now it can form, this is the one cluster, 2 and 3 clusters. That means at a particular point, if you can draw a line, so how many intersects it can find out. This is the one cluster, this is the another cluster. That's why it can form say two clusters. Option B. So since the number of vertical lines intersect with the red horizontal line at y equal to in the red dendrogram or 2, so two clusters can be formed. Which of the following metrics do you have for finding the similarity between the two clusters in hierarchical clustering? Single link, complete link, and average link. So generally the hierarchical clustering is works based upon the as like a tree structure. Okay, either a top-down approach or bottom-down approach. Okay, so in top-down, bottom-up approach, we are using the agglomerated hierarchical clustering. So in agglomerated hierarchical clustering, the dissimilarity between two clusters can be found using the single link, complete link, and average link. Apart from that, we're also having the two more links, that's called centroid link and also Watts link. Okay, so these are the different types of links we have to use, okay, to find dissimilarity between the two clusters. That's why the option is 1, 2, and 3. That is the option B. So these three links can be used to find the dissimilarity between two clusters in the hierarchical clustering. Okay. Thank you.